Okay, this video is about the different options you have as far as printing either sublimation printer or Cricut infusible ink to place it on a mug to heat press like this. So one option is Cricut infusible ink. So you can see a couple of types here. They have ones that are just solid color. They have ones that come in a pattern. This is like the Cricut Joy size. This is the bigger regular size. These I think run $6.99 maybe, and you get 2 sheets in it, which is enough to make 4 mugs. When you pull it out, it looks kind of like regular Cricut vinyl. It's going to look a little faded, but it actually heat presses into a much brighter, more vibrant color. But this is one of the sheets that you would put down onto a Cricut mat like this, and you have 2 choices when you're printing a sheet like this or cutting one with your Cricut. Once you design something in Cricut, you can either design it as individual pieces that you're going to, I mean, it's all part of this one sheet that comes with a sticky back. So I say individual pieces, but just like anything you cut on Cricut, you know, there's a backing to it, and you don't have to buy separate transfer tape. It comes on that sheet. But you can either print it where it looks like, you know, individual letters and things like this, or you can do a reverse option that I'll show later, where instead of the individual letters, like say this was a circle or square with the outline, you know, of the letters are taken out instead of the outline of all of this being taken out. Now this is one that came off my sublimation printer. That's why it's multiple colors. You could do that with a Cricut sheet, but you would have to cut each color separately and then, you know, line them up and different things. And when you're sublimating mugs, you don't want to sublimate multiple times. Like sublimate, take that transfer tape off, sublimate again, because it can start to fade the first ones you put down. So preferably you want to do it all at once and not layer it with multiple colors. So that's a limitation of Cricut. You just get the color of the sheet you're using or sheets that you're using or the pattern, whereas your sublimation printer, you can print multiple colors and even print pictures of people. So the other option, if you don't want to use the Cricut sheets, push these out of the way. Cricut also makes, if you have a Cricut Maker or Explorer, they make infusible ink pens, excuse me, and infusible ink markers. There's all different colors in here, and they have some different, like neon packs and different things. These you load into your Cricut machine, and it can draw out designs where onto laser paper. So look for laser paper and not just regular copy paper. You don't need sublimation paper like that back there. To use the Cricut infusible ink, you just need good laser paper and a regular or a light grip cutting mat like this one to put the paper on. But it will color multiple colors onto a mug. Grab this. This is like my mug I messed up on, so I just keep using it to heat press different things on. But the problem with it, I was using a bad font, is, you know, if you try to do something too small, it starts to bleed into each other and it doesn't look as well. So I redid this mug using my sublimation printer later, and you can see that looks a lot better than like this did with pens and markers. But this, depending on the kind of your design you're using, pens and markers would be great. The other thing you can do is, for example, if it's something you're not having to transfer and print in the reverse, where it'll come on the mug the same way, like you could give your kids these markers and a piece of laser paper and have them draw something for you, like a house and a tree and whatever. And then you could take that piece of paper and tape it with heat resistant tape onto a mug and infuse that directly. So you can draw yourself just on a piece of paper. You just want to make sure it's a design that doesn't have words, so they wouldn't have to be, because when you draw it, of course, they're not going to be flipped to print the right way or to heat press the right way. So sorry this video is a little longer, but I do have one more option to show you. So Cricut infusible ink, Cricut infusible pens or markers, sublimation ink, which I already showed or already made a video with my printer of how you can print pictures and whatever colors you want with your own sublimation printer. Or you can order things from Etsy, like this one. It says Aja or Asia Bayer, but normally I order from Ellie Mae Designs. But someone that has their own sublimation printer, you can just go to Etsy and for a couple of dollars get a design from them. So this one, if you could read it, let me hold this up and read it. Oh, let your dreams be your wings. But of course, it's printed in reverse because you're going to lay this, you know, pretend this was a mug. you're going to lay this around the mug and heat press it so it comes out where you can read the letters. So you can order sublimation designs in full color from someone online, which is what I did before I had a sublimation printer. You can get your own sublimation printer and make just a huge variety. This is just one mug I have handy of designs through Canva, which I'll show you later. You can use Cricut infusible pens and markers, and you can use Cricut infusible either Joey size sheets or full size sheets that you can get multiple designs out of. Alright, that's all for this video.